Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Welcome, everybody, to Jarrett Goes to the Movies. This week we'll be talking about Legally Blonde. I hadn't seen this, I guess, really, since I don't even know if I would have seen it. I mean, I thought I'd seen this movie before, but I'm going to be honest. As I watched it, I don't remember ever seeing it. And that's pretty rare if I had seen something before. Usually there'd be like a couple of things. So maybe I didn't. Maybe I was thinking about Election.
I only watch it 4 times a year. And every time it's on TV. So
yeah,
it's
a big one for you. Well, everybody, my name is Jarrett, and I'm glad you guys are all listening. Things have been going really, really well for the show. Getting some nice numbers, lots of downloads, lots of people really interested in the Patreon thing, which is something we need to pay some attention to now that the COVID stuff is behind us and we can start to get some of these perks sent out again. As I said, I know you guys heard me talking about a really cool perk that was going to happen in June. Actually, I believe I started trying to get it out in May. Supply is such
surprise
that particular thing cannot be done right now, and you guys will understand when it does finally go out. That said, I'm going to go back to the 1st of April. So if you have had to move your pledge down since then or whatever, as long as you were $10 and up, we will have a perk that goes out by the end of this month, I hope. But again, supplies are really weird. Bandwear is back to being staffed again, but they're playing catch up, and it's a really weird time. For some reason, they don't like when I turn in my Bowling for Soup tour order the night before anymore.
That's weird. Seems like they would appreciate the business.
Yeah, they're like, wait, we can't print 800 shirts in 24 hours. And I'm like, well,
step it up.
You used to could.
I guess you should have thought of that before you let me wait till the day before to put my order in.
Yeah, don't ask me to prior proper plan. But yeah, things have been good here, and very excited. Bowling for Soup getting back to doing shows this week, and on outside the Dallas area. So
hey Jarrett, how were the shows?
Oh, because this comes out later.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they were awesome. Well, we'll talk about that next week. And how are they gonna be? They're gonna be great.
No, but this will have will have already.
I know, but what if I
that Waco crowd
step
was
off
rad.
stage and break a hip or some shit? I'm not gonna say
at your age that can happen anytime.
That's it, man. I'm just gonna check straight into the cemetery. We are a podcast though that is supported by our fans via Patreon, patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. For as little as $1 a month, you can be a part of the winning team. Don't forget that. $5 a month gets you access to all of the archives, anything you don't hear during the show. Sean put out a little questionnaire this week asking if people were actually listening to those. And I agree with this questionnaire because had it come back that nobody listens to him, he wouldn't have to fucking do it anymore.
Yeah, that's a good way to gauge your level of...
why is he doing this, if he doesn't need to be? Anyway, if you want to be a supporter, go to patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Patreon.org/Patreon.
Having trouble getting going tonight. I don't know what it is. We do have a new supporter, everybody. At the $20 level, Joseph Richards. Welcome. Here's what's cool about $20 a month. And remember, some podcasts are per episode. We're per month. So for $20 a month, Joseph will now, at the $20 level, be a producer. He will hear his name every single week when we announce our producers at the beginning of the show, who are also all at the $20 level on Patreon. Jesus, I'm fucking terrible this week. This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. Shout out to both of them. I'll be seeing David Dooley as well in Waco
He's a Waco guy.
He's a Baylor guy. Yeah, that's right. Woody, we miss him. So Woody, if you're listening, shout out to you, buddy. We hope that someday you will have good enough internet to be a part of the program once again. Welcome to our producers. Thank you to our producers. Ad Craner, Amy Strongbottom, Pitt Singer, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway, Chris, the $12 million man, Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Kendrick, David, the original Murray, Dennis Hopp, Denny Chambers, Diane Small, Dom, Surfing Bird Petretta, Ernie, Soul Man McCracken, Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, Hugh Mungus Johnson.
It's a hyphenated name.
James Ridinger, Jared Spear, Jason Ellsworth, Jay Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Rat Pack, Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher, Les Zaldor Zaliski, Lily Hollahand, Lindsay Sponsor Sponsel, Lisa Winslow, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Ron James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert, Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, who I will also see in Waco, Steve Rhodes, Tom Muttlang Murray, Trey Wren, Vinny Cataldo, Wendy Matta, Woody Chambers, Zodiac Zach, and Svi Hurst. All right, this week we're talking about Legally Blonde. Jay Palladino actually sent in a movie review.
Come on, Jay.
Don't forget, anybody at the $35 level, every week you could send us one in. We could be here watching these things for fucking 10 minutes.
We would have to watch it. We're legally obligated.
Right, that's right. And then and you know what? And the fucking listeners have to listen to it.
I didn't know we got the law involved.
Yeah, well.
Contractual.
The hammer.
Called the law. All right, Sean, let's hear from Jay.
What is up, Jared, Casey, Eric, Amy, and Sean? And, of course, the rest of the Jared Goes to the Movies fan club. It's Jay here, representing, as we normally do. And tonight, the movie on the table is Legally Blonde. This movie was so good that not only did they make a sequel, they turned it into a Broadway musical. Where do you go wrong with that? Reese Witherspoon, she's the prom queen. You've got Reese Witherspoon and Selma Blair together again since Cruel Intentions, which was an oddly, disturbingly good movie. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Reese Witherspoon and Selma Blair. Interested to find out whether or not that movie made Eric horny. I don't know what that was all about. Forget I said that. Either way, we've got a great litany of characters in this movie. You've got Jennifer Coolidge, who is the original MILF. She's responsible for the greatest word in the American lexicon for every hot-blooded, red-blooded male person, and I can't, I'm all flustered. She's a MILF. What can I say? And, of course, we've got Luke Wilson. Fantastic performance. Legally Blonde. Great movie. We're going to enjoy it together. And, of course, let's not forget the star of the show, Bruiser, the Chihuahua. What a cutie. Come on. Hope you enjoyed this movie as much as I did, y'all. We'll see you again soon.
Very good. That was a very good review. Yeah. Unbelievable. Very, very good. Like, he has a good voice. Good
Yeah,
little...
when I eventually die, you should bring him onto the show.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think I mean, you know,
That might be sooner than you expect.
No, we'll just piece together
feel
your
that
voice
way.
from other things and make you say what we want.
Oh, yeah. You've got 2 years worth of episodes to just put
We have
together.
enough.
We'll just-
I love penis.
We didn't even tell him to do that one.
I wish we had another broom to stick up my butt.
You're not going to mark that? No? Nothing? Just, no.
Jared's
He won't
soundboard's
even
gonna
play
be
it
like-
anyway, so whatever.
Legally Blonde, 2001 comedy romance, 1 hour, 37 minutes. Went by really, really quick, actually. This is one of those ones where we get to the fifth clip, and I always know that the last one's the end, and I was like, man, that went by really quick. 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb. Only 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. I find that low.
Criminal.
I think they're both very low.
Yeah, I think that's very, very low. I don't know who these people are, but they do indeed suck.
I'm sure I'm setting myself up for Sean later, but I don't know anybody who doesn't like this movie.
Yeah.
This movie's great. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, pretty good. Amanda liked
Amanda liked it.
Do you want me to go in now? I can.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so like I think you had said earlier, you thought you'd seen it, but then hadn't. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, I fucking hate this movie, so I'm watching it. And like the first quarter, maybe first third, is so just like annoying. Mm-hmm. And then it really gets into it, and I really enjoyed it. And at the end, I was like, oh, I hadn't seen this movie. I don't remember any of the parts.
Yeah,
what a relief.
The more that we've sat and talked about this, the more that I realize I've never seen this, which is fucking crazy, because I definitely thought I had, but I haven't.
It was like with me with Inception. I thought I had seen it, but it might have just been a dream.
Probably in a dream.
Roadhouse.
That's a fucking funny joke. Man. I mean, and it's fucking just throwing the fucking long bomb too. Like, there are people in their cars right now pissing their fucking pants, and everybody in here is just going, I don't know.
That's a real thinker.
Yeah. God, that's a fucking funny joke.
Now we're reaching.
Yeah. All right. Budget $18 million, which is crazy. There's so many people in this movie. But I guess a lot of them up and comers, and it was 22 years ago. 142 million box office.
Good for them.
Mm-hmm. Good night, guys. They did it. So that's basically, if you want to know in today's money what that means, 27 million it would have cost today to make it. Would have made 216 million.
10x.
Yeah. So, man, pretty good. Now, Eric, you had obviously seen this before. There's no need for a pre-synopsis tonight. Let's just get straight into what this movie was about.
Over to Eric for his synopsis.
Elle Woods, a fashionable sorority queen, is dumped by her boyfriend. She decides to follow him to law school. While she is there, she has to figure out if there is more to her than just looks before it's too late. But even before it's too late, I don't know which is worse, the synopsis or this reviewer's grasp of English language as a communication tool. That is the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah,
she has to figure out if there's more to her than just good looks. She got a 4.0 in college and a 179 on the LSAT. I'm pretty sure she knows there's something more than just good looks. It's the whole reason she went out there in the first place.
It's hinted, though, at the fact that a lot of people don't think she is more than just a pretty face. And she does, I think, struggle with being made to feel that way. You know, but I don't think that should have been in the synopsis, but it certainly is a factor in the movie
It's
itself.
one of the worst synopsises we've ever had.
Okay, I'll give you that. I mean, honestly, I wasn't listening. I was doing something else, and that's just me.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Okay.
No.
In a world where babies' teeth are used as currency, one woman, a fashionable sorority queen,
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
is dumped by her boyfriend. She has 24 hours to learn to juggle. Wow! I feel good.
Before it's too late.
Oh, we got Techno
Before it's
Goat.
too late.
Or maybe DJ Goat.
Okay.
Anyway, I hated it. I hated that synopsis. I don't like it.
Well, here's
They
the
can't
thing.
all be winners.
They can't all be winners. Cast is great. Let's dive into Legally Blonde.
If I'm gonna be a senator by the time I'm 30, I need to stop dicking around.
Warner, I completely agree.
Well, that's why I think it's time for us. Elle. Pooh Bear.
Yes.
I think
I
we
do.
should break up.
What?
Well, I've been thinking about it, and I think it's the right thing to do.
You're breaking up with me? I thought you were proposing.
Proposing? Elle, if I'm gonna be a senator, well, I need to marry a Jackie, not a Marilyn.
So you're breaking up with me because I'm too blonde?
No, that's not entirely true.
Then what? My boobs are too big?
No, your boobs are fine.
So when you said that you would always love me, you were just dicking around?
Well, I do love you. I just can't marry you. You have no idea the pressure that I am under. My family has 5 generations of senators. My brother's in the top 3 at Yale Law. And he just got engaged to a Vanderbilt, for Christ's sake. It's not like I have a choice here, sweetheart. Okay, you get the car. I'll get the check.
I won't be having a salad. I won't be having a salad.
Yeah, it's bad salad. It's a bad salad. Sean, I guess the thing is there is a lot of buildup to this to get it going, but it's important to sort of set that up. To me, it's a normal thing for this, funny because I was talking to Casey about this and I was like, I wonder what the musical is like. And then you sort of can see it in your head as they're getting, as they're passing the card around to sign and stuff and like get it over to her or whatever. And then she's going to go out and get engaged. And I'm sure that's got to be a musical number. I
bet it's so good.
I know. Maybe we should start Jarrett Goes to the Broadway and check this thing out.
We could go see it. I think it was supposed to come here last year, but then COVID.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Huh. COVID. What is...
yeah.
This guy has the most punchable face in movie history.
Man, it's up there.
Disagree.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was one of my favorite characters in a different movie, so I love this person.
What other movie?
I hate him.
Blue Crush?
Blue Crush.
Hadn't seen that.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I just was like the 4th thing on here. It just looked like, I don't know.
Used to like Orange Crush as a kid.
He looks like a grade A American jackass, and I just want to kick him in his teeth.
Yeah, I didn't like him either, pretty much just because of his looks,
Yeah, if I'm going to be a senator.
I think one of the things about this movie that makes it an easy watch and probably a favorite of so many people is they don't take those easy opportunities to make him a bigger douchebag just because they don't really make him really the brunt of anything. Like, it's not like his life goes to shit just because hers, it starts to go in a positive thing. And they did the exact same thing with his girlfriend because you just kept expecting Vivian to do the thing to sabotage her.
Yes.
They don't make them overly cruel in a backhanded, sabotagey way.
They just keep making Elle more and more awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. But and also it's pretty, that's kind of the way it would be. If she did show up there, that the girl would be like, no, you're not going to be in our study group. And they would mean girl her.
Oh, sure.
And, because she is blonde and, and it's funny how she retorts that, where she's like, if you would have come to I would have been nice to you. And, you probably wouldn't have got in, but I mean.
Right. I would have been nice to your face like a normal person. Like
a fucking normal person, right? So there's all this build up to the proposal. This whole Jackie, not a Maryland thing, is just sets this tone for, okay, here we go. He's basically being told by his family who he's going to marry.
But there was nothing wrong with Jackie. She was fucking foxy.
She
back
was
in the day.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Jackie was smoking.
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah. There's naked pictures of her on the
Really?
the internet. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. From 1994.
Not
well, I don't know.
Are you talking about her autopsy?
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, there it went.
Yeah, it went nuts. Hello. Heyo. Now let's see here. So but it is, I guess law school is one of those funny things, right? Where it doesn't matter what you major in. You can major in whatever you want and test into law school. I mean, you can do that, I guess, with pretty much anything, right?
And there are some degrees that are so specific as an undergrad that will really get you a place in law school. I mean, because you can get a business degree and just go on to do contract law like a lot of people do. But if your major as an undergrad is something like maritime something or geology, where mineral rights law becomes your
interesting
thing. Or I one of my bandmates was an electrical engineer and he was looking into law school for patent law, you know, looking
Wow,
at
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That
looking
never
at
crossed my mind.
schematics all day, trying to figure out if there was some sort of infringement upon a patent that your company had
Of
that some
course.
other technology has been
Interesting.
using without your authorization. So there's some pretty. So I mean, fashion merchandising, I think
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
hers.
For
You
sure.
could
Which
absolutely
is exactly
get in
your
there.
point. You can major in anything and go, I never thought about that.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny because I think when you think of being a lawyer, you think, okay, so you majored in criminal justice
Or political science.
or political
Yeah.
science or whatever, you know, and that's just.
I mean,
not
I bet
the case.
I doubt I have the numbers correct, but I bet 9 out of 10 lawyers aren't in court in front of a judge
Oh,
or a
sure.
jury.
Oh, for sure.
They
Yeah.
sit back there reviewing claims and
Right.
Just paperwork.
just paperwork all the live long day.
Yeah.
So
Good
Yeah.
for them.
In the UK, they have solicitors and barristers.
barristers, and they wear those wigs.
Well, not so. Either the solicitor or the barrister does, but not both.
They have to wear the
yeah, you
wig.
can't
Is
get
nobody
crazy.
knows.
Wait, did that make it through COVID? Maybe not.
What they still? Oh yeah, they still wear
The
the
wigs?
wigs. Oh yeah. They're
Oh,
still-
why you can't wear wigs during COVID?
They don't share. You have to have your own. Like
No,
you
no,
keep,
you share.
you keep it on a little hat stand.
Yeah, like you walk
You know?
in, you put the wig on,
Yeah.
and then before you leave, you put it on the stand.
like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah,
Sits
that's
down and
exactly
this
what
little
it is.
cardigan.
changes
You
out
got
of
your
his
little
loafers.
outfit there, and then you know some people keep it in their car.
There is one wig.
You know, and everybody
Rules them
passes
all.
it around. That's it. So you know, as we talked about, or this becomes a question later on in 5 questions, but just her telling everybody is really funny too. Just like she tells her counselor, or yeah, I don't really think that's gonna do that. You know, I don't think you're gonna get in.
She's nothing if not a positive thinker.
Yeah, she just like, I guess I'll just go get a 170 on this test then. Shit.
A 179 out of 180.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Well, her dad says she shouldn't go to law school because people who go to law school are boring, ugly, and serious.
At least 2 of the 3 every time.
I think it's probably not far off that, you know, 2 out of 3 of those are a thing. You know, I don't really call people ugly because, you know, everybody
Unless they have a bad attitude.
That's
and
right.
That's a Southern thing.
And I think that's the
That
thing
is-
we
yeah, you
learned
have to-
from
you're just being
Shallow Hal,
ugly.
that I was the only one who kind of had the foresight and courage to talk about
At
was
Shallow Hal.
that people can be beautiful on the inside. It's not just a physical manifestation what makes people beautiful. And I remember you guys pushing back on that so hard. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like it's not just appearance. In fact, people who are, you know, very pretty on the outside could be horribly ugly on the inside.
I mean, that was news to me. I'm really glad that you spoke up.
I'm going to be
I'm
honest.
still not buying it.
I didn't know. I thought it. I just always thought the beauty is on the inside, or even beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I just thought that was all horse shit, you know. Until you really did come to bat for beautiful people
Keep your leftist agenda out of here.
everywhere.
I mean, I just thought it was I thought the movie did a really good job of kind of presenting that whole entire viewpoint.
Right.
So anyway, you guys listen to that episode if you haven't already. It's really, really
yeah, it's touching.
Yeah,
It really is.
that
yeah.
movie. Something
And I
else.
thank Marilyn Manson for being a guest and doing the beautiful people on that. That was great. Really good
Nice
acoustic performance.
I don't know if we want to associate him with the show right now.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh,
What's
is he going
doing?
through some things, right? With
yeah,
the
he's being,
raping.
being real rapey.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's like I've always said to these guys, like, just don't rape.
Yeah, you
Don't be
have
a raper.
You do, and I've heard you say that. You know,
so
when we're
many times.
out and you're just
It
and
doesn't
you know,
get through to everybody.
all right. Now she gets there and she gets her folder, and man, something's missing.
It's her social.
Don't see the social calendar on here. Like when's the shrimp boil? And
Yeah, ask any
Clam
first year
bake.
law student what their social life was like.
I know, but there's no way, especially at the fucking Ivy League schools, if there isn't a bunch of bullshit to do. You know what I mean? Like you go to Yale, there's gonna be a bunch of bulldog events and the fucking football stuff and the things. Like, you know, like that's like they would have a social calendar.
Yes.
Because you have to go and get all culty for your college.
I have a friend who went to Yale and he was on the crew, the rowing.
oh yeah,
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
a big deal, man.
And then he got kidnapped in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Woke up inside of this like coffin,
That is a good movie.
and he was taking part in this ritual.
Right.
It was something like skeletal. I can't remember.
A cranium.
Yes, it was called Cranium.
Yeah.
And then it became
craniums.
Craniums.
Plural.
Okay.
And it was this whole big thing. And then all of a sudden, I think at the end, he was driving a Ferrari and
then his friend Dawson showed up.
And then Dawson showed up.
Yeah.
Dawson.
So.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dawson's Creek?
It's the movie Skulls with Joshua Jackson and Paul Walker.
Yeah, driving the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow.
There was not a sequel.
Terrifying.
Actually, I think there was a sequel.
There was a
Yeah.
sequel.
He
I like
wasn't
those
in
movies.
it. Whatever happened to that guy? He's not
Not making anything.
Career
anymore.
really crashed and burned.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Isn't the speaking of really ridiculous jokes about dead people, wasn't the guy from Slipknot that died named Paul Walker too? Paul Gray. Same thing. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Close though.
All right, next clip, Jonathan.
My name is David Kidney. I have a master's in Russian literature, a PhD in biochemistry, and for the last 18 months I've been deworming orphans in Somalia.
Awesome. What about you?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Enid Wexler, got a PhD from Berkeley in Women's Studies, emphasis in the history of combat. And last year, I single-handedly organized the March for Lesbians Against Drunk Driving.
Killer.
Thanks, good times.
Aaron Mitchell. I graduated first in my class from Princeton. I have an IQ of 187. And it's been suggested that Stephen Hawking stole his brief history of time from my 4th grade paper.
Cool.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Elle Woods, and this is Bruiser Woods, and we're both Gemini vegetarians. I have a bachelor's degree in fashion merchandising from CULA, and I was a Zeta Lambda Nu sweetheart, president of my sorority Delta Nu, and last year I was homecoming queen.
I love that so
Reese
much.
Witherspoon, she's the prom queen.
She could also pop a bottle cap off your beer with that chin, but I'm into it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I did forget to make a note about the cast. Alana Ubach, or it may be Elena Ubach.
Elena
is one of the friends. She's the one that's dressed up as a cheerleader in the first scene where they're talking to her or whatever. She's the really angry waitress in Waiting.
Yep.
And she kept making this face that she makes while she's doing the hot fudge sundae thing, which you know what, I could really go for a hot fudge sundae. And then she's making that. She's like, "You motherfucker, I fucking hate you." And then all of the whipped cream is gone because T-Dog and what's his face did whippets.
Oh,
the whipped cream bikini. Is that what a whippet is?
Nope. But actually, when a problem comes along,
no wonder my friends thought I was so weird.
Have you not seen Waiting? You looked at me blankly. Have you really not ever seen it?
No.
Oh my God, that movie is so fucking good, man. It's so good.
It's a really good
Well,
one.
I must have seen part of it because I know that there's the thing with the bat wing scrote thing, but I'm almost certain I haven't seen the whole classic.
Well,
Waiting.
it is one of my favorite movies of all time. All right. So, she's there at school. I love the first time she sees the dude and she's just like, "Oh, Warner, you go here?
I go here.
I go here. Yeah. Hey, you got in? What? Is it like it's hard?"
That's so good.
It's the probably number one line from the film, right?
Is
Absolutely.
it?
Like it's hard?
What? Like
Oh,
it's
is
hard?
that kind of one of the classic ones?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It was just, and
For
just,
sure.
Yeah, whenever he said we were doing this movie last week, I went, what, like it's hard? But I think
Okay.
Bend and Snap, that's a pretty...
Bend and Snap
Oh,
is
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's really, really
with a
good.
kind of out of nowhere 4-minute dance sequence.
Her, which again I commented on. I bet you in the Broadway musical, that's a huge.
Oh, that's gotta
it's
be
the biggest.
Yeah, it's gotta
Do you
be.
think at the end the UPS guy lets go of his box?
And he puts his dick
And
in
there's
the
a dick
box?
in
Yeah,
there?
and it's just there.
Just his dick.
Yeah.
Just right there for you. Can do that on Broadway. Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Sure, you could. They in hair, they're just naked.
Oh, I gotta go see some Broadway.
Oh, because they're just wearing hair.
What was the one where the...
And pubes.
Wasn't,
They're
Harry,
all
wasn't
merkin.
Harry Potter naked on Broadway for a little bit?
Oh, that's right.
He was naked in a movie.
No, it was on stage.
It was on stage. She's right. It was in a play.
Yeah, I think he did it as a movie too, but yeah, he's like naked the whole time.
Yeah, sun's out, dong's out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Dose.
Good for him.
No, it's Broadway.
Okay. Well,
what was the name of the play? Ephesius or some shit. Elysium.
Donkey Jams 2.
Donkey Jam.
Donkey Dong. Donkey Dong 2.
Ephesius. Donkey Dong 1. Awesome.
Very, very good. Yeah.
Donkey Dong 2, a little bit derivative.
A little bit of a stretch, I think.
Yeah. What about Donkey Dong? Donkey Dong Jr. Was pretty good. Yes, the stretch. I liked it.
Yeah, but Junior, you can't do that anymore.
No. Yeah, that one.
It is now illegal.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore, is it? Anytime I see Luke Wilson,
wow,
I just hear. Well, no, that's his brother.
Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wow. Anytime I see Luke Wilson, though, I just hear him from Anchorman going, "This is goddamn ridiculous," when he gets his second arm cut off.
I forgot he was in that.
So
he's part of the competing crew, right?
He's
in the brawl.
Yeah,
right?
so it's like they're like third place. They're like the ABC affiliate or whatever, and then Timothy Robbins shows up and he's
Tim
PBS, and then Ben Stiller, Spanish TV. Yeah,
you know your Anchorman.
I like that movie. I like it quite a bit. It's a good one.
Wow.
We talked about Stifler's mom having it going on. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you guys this. When Warner, we should have seen it coming that he was dating. Sorry. We should have seen it coming that he was dating Vivian Kensington after, she got kicked out of the class and Vivian was like, yeah, I think that she should go. But when that asshole calls her Pooh Bear,
he actually went, I swear to God. I swear to God. We're sitting on the couch and he gasped. And I'm like, you feel exactly like I felt when I was 10 years old watching this.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
I did not cry during this movie, but
it made him really mad.
And then by the time he takes it back around and calls her Pooh Bear again at the end, like I was ready to jump through the fucking
You
television.
lost all right to Pooh Bear.
Yeah, you cannot Pooh Bear. This is not your Pooh Bear.
You will Pooh Bear no one.
I say nay.
There is no bearing of the poo.
There is no Pooh bearing. Stifler's mom's got it going on, and when she meets her, she's just like, what's she got that you don't? 3 tits?
I love her so much.
What a fucking great line.
She's the feel good. I mean, it's all feel good, but her little subplot is so sweet.
It is.
And wonderful.
Yeah, this is just, again, it's one of those things where I feel like this is like the Ted Lasso of movies. Have you watched that? Like,
yes, I have.
I was going to say earlier that she is the female Ted Lasso.
I think so. And and it's similar in that, like, every time you think something really bad is going to happen to her, it just doesn't.
Yeah, because she just nices her way through it.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Ted Lasso.
But without the subplot, I guess you could, the argument can be made that the niceness is only for her benefit.
Yes.
Right? But the subplot gives us that she's kind to other people who don't,
that she's not going to get a benefit from.
Exactly what I was trying to say. Yes. The way you treat people who can do very little for you is kind of indicative of who you are as a person. And it's perfect that they added that in there.
And probably not a lot of people, no offense, but probably not a lot of people at Harvard Law that aren't there specifically just for themselves and taking care of number one, and it's dog eat dog. And they set that up like that, right? It says, look, you're competing to have the best grade in this class, but also don't forget, I'm going to give out 4 internships for summer. And, and he doesn't say it yet, but apparently you're going to have to put a pencil up his butt and then blow him.
And then put a donut around it.
And then a donut around his balls.
Is that to keep it from coming out?
His balls.
What?
Or the butt.
You can't put a donut around somebody's butt. I guess you could.
Well, if there's a pencil in it.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good game.
You just have to lay in a slightly awkward emotional
toss
position.
All right,
Pencil
first downward dog.
Okay.
Pencil butt toss.
Yes.
Yeah,
We got a pencil right here.
Yeah.
And then the person that loses has to eat it.
That one's terrifying.
Yeah.
This is nothing. I could get half of this
I could get that
in
up there.
any orifice.
But I mean,
because if you get half of it in there, then your body's gonna suck the rest of it in.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you have to have a
Amy
chain
follows this
or
lady on
something, right?
Instagram
Gotta
that
be careful.
takes x-rays of stuff that goes up people's butts.
Yep. There's some crazy
So
shit
you
in
just
there.
once it gets a certain distance up there, the body has received
There's
it.
a point of no return. Yes, it is now part of your body.
Resorbs.
Yeah, it just
anything.
takes it in.
It's like a sarlacc.
Poor little hamsters.
Yes.
A sarlacc.
Damn it, Richard Gere.
What was
little
the
guys.
Lemmy Winks? Was that his name
Was that the gerbil's name?
on South Park?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember that either.
Really? They go on these magical adventures up the butthole.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
like my kind of character.
Yeah.
Lemmy Winks, I think. I don't.
Well, I guess the one thing they do is send her to the wine tasting party, and say it's a costume party. And you know what? But to me, that's just sort of normal college-y stuff. I mean, it's mean as shit, but she doesn't really.
I like that the initial reaction is like, fuck, but she just stands up straight
Yep,
and
she
just owns
goes
it. Like,
in.
I like that it wasn't this huge, traumatic, embarrassing, like she was just like, fuck it. Like,
I know I look good.
mhm.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look.
Hey, Warner.
Wow. Well, don't you look like a walking felony?
Thank you. You're so sweet. Are you having fun?
I am now. What's with the costume?
Oh, I just decided to dress up.
Really?
You know, I feel like we barely get to see each other since we've been here.
Oh, I know. I'm so busy with these case studies and hypos.
I know what you mean. I can't imagine doing all this and Callahan's internship next year. This is gonna be so much.
Oh, Elle. Come on, you're never gonna get the grades to qualify for one of those spots. You're not smart enough, sweetie.
Wait, am I on glue or did we not get into the same law school, Warner?
Well, yeah, but...
But what? We took the same LSATs and we're taking the same classes.
I know, but... Come on, Elle, be serious. You can do something more valuable with your time.
I'm never gonna be good enough for you, am I?
It's the turning point of the movie.
That was so sad.
Also, real handsy for his fiance being right in the
Yeah,
other
he
room.
was.
Oh yeah,
A lot better now that you're here.
Yeah.
sweetie.
Right.
Looking around.
I mean,
And I love Enid's face when she walks up because that's the feminist. Like,
Oh,
She
sure.
wanted to change it
she
from
looks disgusted.
semester to ovester.
what?
They're having a conversation about how the male patriarchy is so ingrained in higher education that they named semester after semen.
Oh.
So she's going to get it changed
She's
to
petitioning.
ovester
Got it. That makes sense.
for oven, I guess.
Roadhouse.
No.
She should
came to me.
just the thing is too though, she just keeps being nice to him. Like to me after this in most movies, they'd never speak again, right?
She's not a mean person.
Yeah, I think she's that kill him with kindness person.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, but this is definitely where she's like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show everybody. And intern gets really going. And as you said, she stands up for herself. She's just like, oh, it's a costume party. And she just goes, yeah, when I dress up like a frigid bitch, I usually try not to look so constipated. I was
That's
like,
pretty
oh,
good.
there's a Casey joke for you.
That's a rare insult.
Yeah.
I've ever heard one.
Just
Right.
being constipated.
Oh, you look constipated, sweetie.
Well, then we get a motherfucking montage. Okay. Yeah. And first thing she has to do is she has to go buy a computer.
Those were the best computers.
Right?
iMac.
So I never.
The colorful one.
Yeah.
I don't even remember those. But I mean, I definitely Apple really wasn't on my radar until I got one, which was 2003. It's almost 20 years ago, but this was before that. I don't remember these things. But yeah, there's a motherfucking montage. Yokiro Taco Bell makes an appearance. That was really nice. By the way, that dog is a girl.
I was surprised that she got the orange laptop because.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whoever
really
said
good
that is seriously demented.
Right. This is the new pink.
What else happens in the montage? Anybody remember?
She studies.
That's right. Okay, so she works out. Right?
Oh yeah,
she gets on the treadmill.
Studying
in her room.
Yeah,
so during the LSATs? I don't know.
No, that was before.
Yeah. So what else?
She goes to college.
She starts wearing a beanie.
Which leads us right into the next thing I'm going to talk about, babe. That's when they show up at the Airstream, and she's just like, "You get in there and you tell him and you go," and then she interrupts and she goes, "I'm her attorney, and we're taking the dog, dumbass."
And she
dumbass
commits a felony that if anybody at Harvard found out that she had represented herself as an attorney, she would probably not get a law license in any state in the United States.
Oh, hoity-toity fucking hoit, Eric. Like, you don't pretend to be an attorney all the time? I do.
I mean, nunc pro tunc, perhaps.
What?
Lipsum aurum.
Wait, that's the copy, right?
But doesn't it seem like one of those legal,
It really does.
pro forma tempore?
Tempore.
You gotta
delicious, by
That's
the way.
tempore.
The lorem tempore.
Oh, yeah, that is
It's a
good
real
shit.
delicacy.
It is really
Singapore.
good.
Do you have to learn Latin, I guess,
Yes, you do.
to do law? I guess
Yeah.
you do, right? Because so much of that.
Latin's the basis of a lot of stuff.
Ex parte communication.
Yeah, here's the thing. Have y'all ever gone to court for anything? Like anybody? Yeah, because
I don't really feel like that's any of your business.
Right. Never mind.
I have gone to witness somebody that is on trial. Yes.
Right. So just anyway, like during I didn't ever go to court for anything until the custody battle thing, and we had to go into the court or whatever. And you sit there and listen to these people start talking, and it's like, the fuck are they saying
It's
right
some
now?
fancy book learning.
Yeah,
they're using.
and it's like, but everything, honestly, I feel like is almost made so that you don't
You're not
fucking know what
supposed to
they're
understand.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
That's
you
why
would do
you need
it.
an attorney.
Yeah. But
And ipso facto, it just kind of keeps the whole legal business
That's a fucking
in business.
Harry Potter spell.
Yeah.
And Shit or Shinola, they
That's some Wichita Falls lawyer and shit.
It is.
So I may just be a simple country lawyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a
just a caveman.
caveman.
I was frozen.
I fell out of some ice.
And subsequently
It thawed me out,
unfrozen.
and now I'm unfrozen. And your telephones, they scare me. But you must find my client innocent.
Rest in peace, Phil Hartman.
Yeah,
Just caveman
one of the
lawyer.
greatest.
Nope, no idea.
Unfrozen caveman lawyer.
Any motherfucker in this house have some contact solution and a little case to
I am so sorry, but no.
God damn
There
it.
is no
Well, I'm just
contact.
gonna take this bitch out and drive home with
I do have some tears, like eye drops.
May try that on break here in a second.
Okay.
God bless.
Uh-oh.
It's coming out. It's gonna come out. It's
America.
just gonna come out on its own. You know how the anus will
Jack wore
resorb
contacts for like 4 seconds. I wonder if he has any.
No.
and then my
Can we
eye
make
is
some with just
forcing
table
it
salt
out.
and water?
Salt.
No, I don't
Saline.
think that's how that works. I mean, I think in generally speaking, it's
I have
saline nose spray.
Saltine crackers.
I have a brand new bottle of Ozzy Osbourne's No More Tears down there.
fucking please don't cry tonight. You got him.
I got him.
You know where to slide into Sean's humor zone.
Oh, whoa. Back to the pencil
I turned
ring
it back
toss
around
game.
right at the end.
I like it. All right. So it was an interesting argument, that whole sperm donor thing of like whether or not he has parental rights and all
Really
of that.
is, yeah.
And then, they sort of give it to the guy that she just kind of just like, wait a minute, can he account for all the sperm? Like, what if he has other kids? Has he tried to see them? It's just like, yeah.
That argument was a little.
I thought it was really funny. And
I thought it was funny.
I had to think about masturbatory emissions for a minute.
Reckless abandonment.
Reckless abandonment.
Right. Well, and then after class, she hands him her resume. He goes, "It's pink," and she goes, "Yeah, and scented."
I thought it added a little something extra.
Yep.
Little did she know she was handing something that smelled like a woman to a fucking creepazoid.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't smell like a woman. You don't know what it smelled like.
Yeah, you don't know.
Probably Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was probably Clinique Happy. They were really pushing the Clinique. No, she used it. Clinique Happy, the beginning of the thing. And then she got the girl in jail, all the Clinique stuff. And then the nail tech lady was using her little Clinique palette. So some shit was going down there.
It worked.
And in extenso, probably her resume smelled like
in
Clinique
extenso,
Capo.
is that what you say to Kelsey?
All right, so then there's this whole Brooke Taylor thing, right? She's accused of murdering her husband.
That's Allie Larder. Did you know that?
Yes.
And I don't know who that is. Who's Allie Larder?
She's an actress. She was
Final
in
Destination.
Final Destination. She was in Legally Blonde. She plays Brooke Taylor.
I did think that I recognized her from somewhere, but
I only knew that because I did look it up because I thought I recognized her from somewhere, and the answer was no.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in this movie though that you just recognize kind of from somewhere. Like even the other lawyer, I thought I knew who she was.
He was the lawyer that is the creepazoid. I know everyone knows him from something different, but he was the captain on the fucking Titanic, right?
Oh, that's right. Nice, dude. Yeah, that was a fairly
not
successful
Titanic
movie.
2, because in Titanic 1 he goes down.
He was the designer or the engineer.
Oh yeah. Not the captain.
Not the captain.
Captain, my
But you're
captain.
right.
But yeah, he was in that. But some people know him from like Alias or something, or the.
Sorry, I just found the
You
cat.
found a good
I found
one?
the cat picture.
Oh, good.
But anyway, this lady is famous for doing these videos, to get you a tighter butt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Elle used to take her class, and her stepdaughter and the pool boy see her standing over the body.
Dun dun.
Yep.
Covered in blood, no less.
Covered in blood. And but this is a fucking great Raquel Welch line, by the way. Did you guys know that was Raquel Welch?
I did.
They go to interview her, and they're like, no one. Oh no! She says this. I'm sorry. This is actually the Brooke chick. They say this
show
when
him
they're yeah. I guess what? Nobody's gonna believe that you actually loved him. And she goes, well, then show him a picture of his dick. That will clear it up.
It's another top 5 line in this one.
Yeah, that was a great one. And then, then just the UPS. Just I've got a package. Hey, he's got a package.
So good.
It's so good. Like that's like the kind of banter that happens with us. It's just like he's got a package. Guys,
it's this one for me with the cat.
Yeah, you got to
looking
zoom in. Just
up
fuck
to the ceiling. Like if I just don't make eye contact with him, maybe it all
if I can
goes away.
I just sent it to the group.
Okay.
So good.
Oh,
Super good radio. Sorry, guys.
No. I'll show this to.
Imagine a cat.
Now imagine a pissed off cat.
I'll show this to everybody that's in the chat. Real quick.
If you give me a second, I'll pull it up.
I already got it, buddy.
No, I got it.
Okay, never mind.
Everybody.
I don't have it. I lied.
Well, never mind. I have to change my fucking preferences because I got a new thing.
Well expected you'd change your preferences eventually.
But not yet.
Hey, I like it. That's funny.
We played this. You guys ever played this Just Dance, either
Yes.
classically on the Wii or currently on the Nintendo Switch? Kels, we played that on vacation. I'm legit really good at that game.
Ooh, that seems like a challenge.
Well, it is.
Am I gone from the room?
Yeah, you left.
Did I really?
Bye-bye.
Come back.
I changed my preferences. I like a different podcast better. I just prefer.
Just popped in over here to the Bowling for Soup hangout, bang out.
I prefer my new podcast. Jarrett Goes to the Movies alone.
Hang out.
Without all y'all idiots interrupting me every 5 seconds with your dumbass stories about dancing on the Wii.
You don't think I get interrupted on the Bowling for Soup hangout, bang out?
You don't?
It's hard for me to get a word in.
Yeah, well, good eye, mate. Welcome to Bowling for soup.
Hello, then. Well,
Top of the morning.
Oh, sorry. My shit's off. I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
It has to be you. It had to be you.
there it is.
Oh, did you get it? I just got it too.
No, I got it.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Aww.
So,
Look at
That cat.
face. She's lost a lot of weight since this, by the
Oh,
way.
you're not one of
she
those.
has.
Oh, look at my chunker.
No, she got put on a
chunker,
diet.
chunker.
but look how happy he is.
He's so excited.
And then just look at her face. And all she's doing is like she's completely frozen, and she's just gonna await being fucking her chance to either scratch the shit out of him, which he will get upset about, but will forget about 10 minutes later and go try again.
Oh, look, there's a kitty in here.
Yeah, he's very, very persistent.
Yeah, that's
That's
your
so
cat.
funny.
He
Yeah.
scratched you. She scratched you.
He's the one that feeds her.
Well, the bend and snap is great. Just that whole thing where the
I never understood it. Ever.
It came up as a drunken idea with the writers one night. They were literally at a bar and they were like, we need to have some interaction between Paulette and this UPS guy, and let's figure out a way for her to get his attention. And they just developed this in a bar, completely drunk off
I just
their
never
ass.
understood like the hands thing.
Yep.
Like I don't really
Like they're trying to pump up and together the boobs.
I guess.
That's what I thought.
Just the fact that it breaks into a musical number, that has to have this scene has to be where somebody went, we should just turn this whole fucking movie into a
That was
Broadway
probably
thing.
it.
It's
And
gotta
that lady
be.
in the background is like, oh, the bend and snap. Or
Yeah.
no, it was the guy that came out.
Oh, at the very
bend and
end.
Every
snap
time.
works every
Oh,
time.
I can do the scarn. And then they just jump out there and tie the yarn.
What?
What are you talking
The
about?
Office. Oh god.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
You can tell when they do that because they all die laughing, and it's like, but you know The Office too, right?
I've watched
That
it
you
all
have
the
to
way
watch
through
it through
one
a couple
time.
times maybe for that to stick.
I guess I have to.
That
do it
one did
again,
not
but
stick with me.
No.
Threat
Sorry.
Level Midnight, the final production. They do the scarn.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions where we ask 6 questions and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Thank you very much. We were discussing lots of different ways to say things before we came into this, and I need to chime in that Robert Mills says, and a score is 20 years.
Yeah, 4 score and 20.
Four score and 7
20
years
years ago.
Four
Why didn't
score
he just say
and
5 score?
7 years ago. So is that 87 years ago?
That's
There
right.
it
Our
is.
forefathers.
Our fathers brought
Founded.
forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
This guy in his fucking Gettysburg address.
Conceived in
Christ.
liberty.
Is this going to be on a test later? I didn't
feel like I
study.
should be standing at attention.
Yeah, no kidding.
How much is a fathom?
That's 6 feet. I knew that.
I can't fathom. All right, guys. It is awesome to be here. We, of course, playing 5 questions, America's favorite podcast game show. We have to be talking about the movie Barely Legal Blondes. Is the one.
I loved it.
That's what I want.
I thought the character development was
Character development. You mean
pretty
like
good for a porno.
The development.
his age appropriate development?
Those
Just-
titties.
Does or lack thereof. You know, it's
the buds.
What?
no, you know, like the reason people like the barely legal thing is because they like the little flat.
Oh, they're like flat chested.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't care. A boob's a boob.
Oh, well, I mean,
You know, I really do not discriminate.
you've seen 1,000, you've seen them all.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think, boob's a boob. I like the 3-tit joke in this movie, actually, and we'll talk about that later. All right. Anyway, welcome, everybody. Joining us at first here. Actually, we got 2 really, really good players here, guys, tonight. And then Dom, who is still new, and actually his record isn't that far off after only 7 attempts. But first of all, let's welcome Dr. Jason Aylesworth, everybody.
Howdy.
Doctor.
He is 13 of 21 attempts, so he has won 13 times. Last week, he got his lucky 21, and we are very happy to have you. Jason, how you doing, man? And looking good, man. How are you feeling?
Doing good. So getting ready for kidney transplant on July 26th. So
holy
wow,
crap!
that's soon.
Wow, congratulations, man!
Yeah.
Seriously, that's amazing.
Big surprise.
Really hard.
Did not plan this. It kind of came out of there.
Good for you.
Yeah. Who donates a kidney to a perfect stranger?
I
don't understand who does that, but
do you know the
I'm
donor?
gonna take it.
That's amazing.
No.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
That's
random
amazing.
person just decided to do this, and I got matched. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Good for you,
Yeah,
man. That's
super cool.
great. So we'll be thinking of you, here in a couple of weeks or here in a week or so.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome. John Gickler is here, everybody. Give it up for John Gickler. Hello, John. How are you?
Hello. Good.
John,
Good.
you are you have only lost 10 times. You've won 12. So 22 attempts. You and Jason both winning records. Not a lot of those. Not a lot of winning records in this game.
I mean, even the really good ones.
Everybody is really
get screwed over by coin tosses and some dumb shit that some idiot knows.
Everybody has really enjoyed Woody's shitty internet since he got detective.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because he
Opens
is
the door.
No longer here to just slay everybody every single week. Welcome, John, and also, of course, everybody's favorite contributor, Dom Petretta, is here. Everybody. About to go on. About to have a nice little break from work. How's everything going? Other than that,
it's pretty good.
Thanks, Sean.
That's all. It's not bad. Pretty good, man.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, well, good, man. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. We're halfway through the summer, which seems crazy to me. It's funny. I thought that after life got back to somewhat kind of normal, that things would kind of slow down a smidge, but no, that hasn't happened.
Seems like only yesterday school was out for summer and it was going to be an endless summer, but then it's just been cruel.
There's 104 days.
I heard it was going to be cruel.
Yeah.
Loving. And it happened.
It had me a blast.
I had
pretty
a blast,
quickly.
and it just happened so fast, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I can tell this is going to be a fucking banger, guys. You guys are in for a treat. We are talking about the movie Legally Blonde, and was everybody able to watch the movie this week?
Yes.
Had a really good streak of everybody watching the movie. Can everybody write down your answers this week? Fantastic. You guys deserve a round of applause for that. All right, guys, good luck. You guys know how this works. You've both played this quite a few times. Here we go. Question number 1. In the movie Legally Blonde, the Cabana boy's name is Salvatore. What is Salvatore's boyfriend's name? All right, guys. John Gickler, you're up first. What'd you say?
Chuck.
All right. Dr. Jason Aylesworth, what did you say?
Chuck.
All right. And to make it a hat trick, Dom Petretta.
Chuck.
All right. That is correct, guys. Everybody. Wow. I actually thought that was a very challenging question.
Chuck is just
You're underestimating these guys' love for Legally Blonde.
Right. You're right.
That was like one of the 2 times I laughed in the movie.
All right. Here we go. According to Elle, what's her name?
Woods.
Elle Woods. When visiting the accused murderer in jail, she takes her some nice goodies and a loofah and a magazine in which she calls the Bible. What is that magazine? All right. Jason, you were up first. What you got?
Cosmo.
Okay.
Cosmopolitan.
All right. And Dom?
I did not see this scene in the movie, so I took a guess and I wrote Cosmopolitan.
Okay. And John Gickler?
Cosmo.
Very good, guys. Wow.
These bitches.
Very, very good. Very, very good, guys. All right. Well, let's get to the next. My next question is, I keep forgetting her name. Oh,
Elle
Woods,
LL
comma
Cool
L.
J.
Yeah, Woods, comma L. Got what score on her LSAT? Dom Petretta, what you got?
179.
John Gickler.
179.
And Jason Aylesworth. That's
179.
right, it is 179. You guys.
179. Damn, look fine.
Absolutely killing it.
619.
Get low.
Cannot confuse you guys, can I? All right, guys. Here we go. In the movie Legally Blonde, what besides coffee is Vivian asked to get for Callahan? Okay, guys, pencils down. John Gickler, what did you say? What else was she asked to get besides coffee?
Donuts.
Okay, Jason Aylesworth.
Yeah, I had donuts too.
All right, Kareem O'Tweet.
I also had donuts.
The answer that I had was plum sauce. Was she indeed asked to get donuts?
I don't remember the donuts, but I do remember the plum sauce.
Oh, my mind went straight to donuts.
Okay.
Maybe that's just
coffee
thing,
and donuts.
'cause coffee and donuts, yeah.
Well, she says he's already got his donuts, so at one point.
Oh, that's
All right,
it.
I'm going to give it
You're
to
right.
you. All right, you got me. You stumped the buoy. All right, man. I don't know that I can throw these guys. We have to get to the hard one. I'll tell you that much. Guys, this is question number 5, and everybody's got 4. Okay, guys, this is question number 5. Everybody has 4, and here we go. All right, in the movie Legally Blonde, when she decides that she's going to go to law school, she tells her parents, and her parents don't want her to go. Her mom says, you won this pageant that would go to waste. Her dad says, you don't need law school. People that go to law school are what 3 things?
Very good. Very astute.
Dr. No, I'm sorry. It is time for Dom Petretta. What did you say?
Okay, I might have. I don't know. This is a tough one. I said ugly, poor, and stupid.
All right, John Gickler. What did you say?
I didn't write this down. I had serious, ugly, and boring.
All right, and Jason Aylesworth.
I didn't have it either, so I said boring, dull idiots.
The answer was John Gickler's answer with boring, ugly, and serious. Wow.
Good job.
And you are none of those things.
No, none of you are. All right, guys. Well, that leaves us with John Gickler with 5, Jason with 4, and Dom with 4. And now it is time for
Eric's Off on Attention Game.
In the movie Legally Blonde, we see Bruiser watching one of the famous Yo Quiero Taco Bell commercials on television. In what year did Taco Bell begin airing this now iconic advertising campaign?
Very nice. John Gickler, what you got?
1999.
All right, Jason?
I also went with 1999.
And Dom Petretta.
I fucked up bad. I said 2001.
Interesting. All right, what was the answer, Eric?
I would have accepted 1997 or 1998. In 97, they released it. In 98, it went nationwide.
Wow.
So
I'm sorry.
Limited
You guys-
market. Either one of those would have worked. You didn't get either.
None of you got it right.
Fuck you.
None of you got it right. Okay, well, John, here's what's up. You, my friend, can just sit there and chill as you are in the lead, 5. Jason and Dom, you both have 4. And as always, Jason.
Guess what's going to happen?
Jason, as always.
I'm going to lose too.
How many questions you got, Sean? 3. Before we flip the coin,
okay,
I'm going to allow these two a chance to answer one of your questions.
Okay.
They will both write down their answers. And if one of them gets it correct, they will move on to have to try to answer a second of your question to win the game.
Right.
Now, if nobody gets it right or they both get it right, we will have to go to the coin flip. I'm sorry. Just because so that we do have at least one extra question out there.
No, one question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Should I reveal the categories or just go 1, 2, 3 for this part?
Let me pick the category.
Okay.
All right. So, Jason and Dom, this will be for you guys. What are the categories?
Laws, Rocco's Modern Life. More Laws.
Let's go Rocco's Modern Life. All right, guys. This is just for Jason and Dom. This does not win you the game. It wins you the chance to win the game.
Oh, yeah. During Elle's work...
Oh, wait, shit.
No, it's not.
Okay, you're right.
It's pre.
Yeah.
During Elle's workout, Bruiser is on the bed watching TV. The vintage Taco Bell dog commercial comes on.
In what year?
Which Reno 911 actor voiced the female dog Gidget, the Taco Bell Chihuahua? You can give me their real name or the character's name on Reno 911.
For Dom and Jason, Gickler is just sitting there basking in the glory that he has for at least a few minutes as being the winner so far today. All right, Jason, what did you say?
It's all you, Dom. I have never even seen Reno 911.
Oh, no. Let's see if Dom knew it.
I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but it's like Carlos Azalecki. He was Mr. Weed on Family Guy.
Yes.
He's accepting it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
I don't know how to pronounce it either.
It's pronounced Albuquerque.
Jason, my man, I tried to save you from another coin toss.
And we did.
Yeah, well, it's the same difference. It was, it was a tie. I was going to lose the tiebreaker.
At this point, Jason's not coming to poker now.
I am so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry that went down that way. All right. Okay, so Dom, here you go. You got two categories. They are laws and other laws. Let's get to...
It's time for Sean's questions, the seventh question, and sometimes it's hard.
This is for Dom, right?
Yeah, sorry I fucked that up. Go ahead and introduce the other two categories, and you can edit that.
You're right. Laws and more laws.
Give me more laws.
The movie uses what court rule to justify Emmett signing off on Elle as the acting lawyer? But in reality, the ruling only applies to third-year law students.
It was 3.03 of the Massachusetts Judiciary Court that says a student can represent the client as long as there's like a senior legal partner there.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Jesus!
Wow.
Honestly, I was just looking for him to say 3.03, and then he just went off on
I closed his eyes and went to a different place.
I gotta say, man,
his whole body teleported.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What just happened?"
I gotta say, Gickler, you gotta that's a pretty good way to lose if you're gonna lose. Man, that was pretty freaking great.
Damn.
Well, anyway, today's winner, everybody, Dom Petretta. Congratulations. You are 2 wins away from your first wins plaque and 2 attempts away at your first. So a chance for you to win 2 plaques on the same exact day. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. As always, John, have a fantastic rest of your week. Jason, we'll be thinking about you as you get ready to go and have a kidney transplant. And Dom Petretta, enjoy that week or so away from work, man, and you deserve it. You guys be good.
Good luck, Jason.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Y'all be good. See y'all next time.
How are you? Are you all right? You look so orange.
I'm just glad that it's you and not Callahan.
He means well. He's very brilliant.
Yeah, he better be for what I'm paying for him.
I have to tell you the real reason I came here. Professor Callahan says we really, really need your alibi.
Oh, I can't. I mean, you don't understand.
Who could understand better than me?
It's so shameful.
Whatever it is, Brooke, it could save you.
No, that's just it. It would ruin me.
How?
I've made my fortune on the ability to perfect women's bodies with Brooke's butt buster workout.
I know you helped me go from a 6 to a 4.
It's great. On the day of Aylesworth's murder, I was getting liposuction.
Huh?
Liposuction! Oh, God!
No.
I know, I'm a fraud! It's not like normal women can have this ass!
So good.
Yeah, it's so good.
And how excited she gets. She goes, I went from a 6 to a 4. She goes,
That's
great.
Oh, man.
I actually saw this movie in theaters, and I just remember when she was whispered it the first 2 times, she was like, and I remember this lady in the back seat went, liposuction, like really loud.
Oh, no.
I hadn't heard her say it yet, and I was like, she was very surprised.
Did she later go, don't go in there?
Yeah, what a bitch.
It was actually funny.
Don't
She
go
was
in.
like an older lady.
Is he gonna die?
Is she gonna die?
Is she gonna die? Is she sick?
That sweet girl.
Just the gift bag of like, I brought you this and a loofah.
Like they were going to let him in with any of that?
Yeah. Well, it's a women's prison.
have a-
I think
yeah.
they let him have.
I watched Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
I need to watch
And I
that
didn't
show.
see any loofah.
Well, the one lady from the cooking show definitely had a loofah. Remember her room?
Oh,
She
yeah.
had just
Yeah.
like fucking everything in there. It was crazy.
What?
On Orange is the New Black.
What?
That happened? So this
No,
is,
I know.
He starts what?
It's the lady who's supposed to be like
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart,
Yeah, it was great.
who's friends with Snoop Dogg.
What?
No,
not
not
Red.
Red.
No. The girl.
No, you idiot.
She was the famous one.
Yeah. Guys, I'm moving on from that.
Not
It was
Poussey.
simply just a stupid
Poussey.
comment about Poussey.
Judy King.
Judy King. That's it. All right. So, and I love the fact that he just has Vivian like, hey, could you grab the plum sauce? Please?
Casually,
Vivian, give me some
microaggression.
coffee. Yeah. She's like, man, this fucking sucks, right? And I don't know, that would suck. I think about that a lot. Like when you see these movies like this, and the people who eventually get to work for the professor or whatever are like basically running his errands and getting
it's how
his
you
dry
treat
cleaning and
your
shit.
help on tour, right?
That is not how I treat anybody.
Where's my ice?
Well, I do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm very nice about it. I just say
They're paid.
Yeah, and they get paid for that. But I say, first thing I say when I walk in the dressing room is, hey, not right now. I know you're busy, but as soon as you can, could I please get some ice?
And what do you mean
Before
by
I
that?
cut one of you motherfuckers
What
in
I
the
mean
throat
is,
to make a
please
point.
go get the goddamn ice. It should
Right
have already
now.
been in.
Right now.
I was gonna say that's just passive aggressive.
You knew I was going to fucking wake up around now. It should,
4:30 p.m.
already be
The ice
in
should
here.
be here.
Yeah.
Which one of you cocksuckers is responsible for the ice? Point to him.
It just, I want a fucking glass of ice water, sometimes a Diet Coke, and I don't know where the ice is.
It's not my job to know where the ice is.
They've already been awake.
It's your job to know where the ice is.
That's right.
Why'd you
damn
point
it.
at me? I'm fucking.
Yeah,
I'm in charge of
Jesus.
the ice.
Well, this, and then there's a moment here where they go back into the meeting, and she says, I went to go get her alibi.
Yeah, I got it.
But I promised I'd keep it a secret. And then Warner's like, who cares about Brooke? Think about yourself. And there's this little face that Vivian hears it and makes of just like, and you see sort of like, okay, is she a good human being? Like,
I actually had never noticed that look until today, like just that one little moment, and it really does make a big difference. Because I was like, weird that she came around so fast in the bedroom, but like I think that was kind of that.
She had a nudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, she might be a good person. I'm gonna, and Vivian, I guess the thing is, it isn't a bad person. She's just, this blonde chick. It seems to be chasing her boyfriend all around, and she, and honestly,
Her
I
fiance.
guess, yeah, her fiance, and also, I guess if you thought that someone didn't, you worked so hard to get into this school. If somebody went there with ulterior motives and didn't have the same work ethic as you or the same drive, you'd probably be pissed off about that.
Well, and that's kind of a pro forma facie way to look at it.
It is,
I think. But those East Coast elites,
yeah,
that live out on the East Coast, liberal elites,
well,
trying to tell us here in the heartland of America how to live our lives and go to Harvard.
We are now.
And
well, East
I'm
Coast
not
girls
having
are
it.
hip, and I really dig those styles they wear.
Well, it's the Southern girls and the way they talk that leave
Yeah.
me.
They keep you warm
when I'm down there.
Yeah. Hello. Hi-yo. Ding, ding.
You know what I mean?
You still do that even after the whole Michael
Down there.
Douglas thing? You still, you still.
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Douglas.
Yeah.
Got the throat.
Michael Douglas got the throat.
Oh,
canceled
yeah, from eating
from
too much
eating
pussy.
vagina. Yeah, too much vagina.
I mean,
eating
I would
going
have
on.
already had it and died 3 times.
I tell you that. All right, so they go to visit the ex-wife at the spa. This is our Raquel Welch sighting here or whatever, and but it's like she's at the spa. The dude just looks at her and goes, "It's like your mothership." Oh yeah, I'll go. That sounds fine. I'll be able to get my way around there. Pretty good. And this kind of, I guess, sort of sets up. I wonder if the deepness of this alibi was being. I wonder if there was more to it. Like, in other words, this movie didn't have to be an hour and a half. They probably shot more where that mom might have been more involved, because she sets up the fact that, you know, they used to hump like gorillas. That wasn't enough. Well, have you seen the Cabana Boy kind of thing? And, you know, I guess maybe she's already kind of setting that up for her daughter.
I can see that because it's a very quick cameo that probably didn't have to happen. We'd already established that there was a question about the alibi. We've already established what the motive of these certain people would be to lie about it.
Right.
And so what did we need? So yeah, I bet you're right. There's more to that.
Probably more to that
scenes,
character, and
we didn't get it.
We didn't need it.
But we needed 4 minutes of pop and lock dance, snap, bend and snap.
Yeah, we did
dance.
need that, especially when the one lady in the tracksuit just fucking goes for it, man.
She can move faster than
Yeah,
anyone
it
would
was
ever
amazing,
expect.
actually.
My brother and I got matching like polyester tracksuits for Christmas one year with elastic at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, fuck
my
yeah.
goodness.
And if I
Still
still
have
spoke
'em?
with my mother, I could get a picture, I'm sure, but I don't. But man,
yeah,
I wish I could show you guys.
I bet though. You know what's funny about shit like that is as you look back on it, you don't realize the comedy of it. You're embarrassed about it probably at the time, right? You're like, this is fucking humiliating. We have these matching tracksuits. Or did you
No,
guys
you can
embrace
tell by
it?
his face he loved it.
You loved it.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
They were
Okay.
so in style. They were a Mervin's special.
Mervin's, you remember the open?
Yeah, open.
At Mervin's
I
today.
asked my mom for some Arizona Jean Company overalls.
Okay.
And some, these tracksuits.
Yeah.
But they weren't tracksuits like today's tracksuits, Adidas tracksuits. They were like that.
No, I know exactly what you're
crispy
talking about.
Yeah,
windbreaker
swishy.
material.
Yeah.
With these diagonal, very slim looking lines.
Yeah,
they were hot it's
it's
shit.
something Vanilla Ice would wear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And no, I wasn't embarrassed at all.
There's got to be. Does anybody communicate with your mom? Does your brother still talk to her?
He says like once a year.
Well, just have him get her to find the fucking photo.
She will know. Ryan is not the sentimental type at all to ask for anything.
Do you think
like
we
that.
could get the Albertsons photo?
That's okay.
Oh.
It's weird that you say that because I was about to say within the last week I laid down at night dreaming of Albertsons, as I often do.
Yes, of
the
course.
golden age of teenage work experience, and just wished that I could find that picture because that's not a story that was embellished for the sake of the show.
No,
or
it fucking
to be fun.
happened, right?
Like
Yeah.
there's literally somewhere at my mother's house a picture of me in front of the statue of Ted Albertson,
And you're just fucking stoked.
just
Oh, I thought you were
like
gonna
probably
say the
like with this
statue.
hang loose.
Sure. Why not?
Like,
Yeah.
ain't this badass?
And just so, and you just can't wait to get those. You keep asking, like, have you gotten those developed yet? Have you? You still haven't
they
done
ready?
this?
Eric, it's only been 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It takes an hour. You know that.
Or did you say you took them in? You were like 17, right?
I
So
took
did-
them in. They're. I worked
You had
where
the
I got
process-
them developed.
Yeah, yeah, so
when
you-
I
That's right.
was given them in the front end of Albertsons is when I immediately
You
found it
had
and
to go
walked
show
over.
it to your manager.
Holding
You
a
had to
loaf
do-
of French bread like a baby.
Yeah. Oh,
or
fuck
whatever.
yeah, man.
Damn it.
Oh, I love it. I love that story.
I'll see. Well, you know what? It might be worth a temporary reconciliation with my
Yeah,
horrible
just get
mother
all the photos.
to just get all the things I need from her, and then let her die alone and
There you go.
worthless.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was gonna say was, or just say, hey, I'm looking for a bunch of pictures. So, like, will you just take all the pictures of me that you have and stick them out on the porch?
And then fuck off.
And then fuck right
continue fucking off
and then
the rest of your fucking life.
And continue going to fuck yourself?
Yeah. Please sit in your dark house with all the lights off, not ever leaving, just watching Tucker Carlson all day.
Ew.
What's that?
Well,
What's
he's only on for like an hour,
Tucker
right?
Carlson?
I'm sure that she's got some live stream feed.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson is, besides Ted Cruz, the worst human being in the world.
He's right-wing journalist who has a program on television and says like outlandish shit.
Journalist is giving him credit for at least attempting to tell the truth to people when he is not in any way trying to do that.
What do you dislike him more than you do Sean Hannity?
I don't know any of them.
I mean, let's just say this. If I had the choice, if I had one bullet and both of them are in the room.
Yeah, and
you make them stand behind
well, let's
each
hold
other?
on for the sake of
I would just kill
argument.
myself so that I didn't have to be around
Fucking don't have
either
to
one of
do
these
either one of-
cocksuckers
yeah.
ever again.
Right. Yeah.
If that answers your question. I don't know if it does or not.
That would be. Yeah, I get that. It doesn't, but
answers.
I don't know that it does, like, in prima facie terms.
yeah, the thing about Sean Hannity is like you can just tell like that dude, like he's selling his product or whatever. Like I'm certain that when that camera goes off, the guy's like, "Man, let's go fucking look at some naked chicks and drink a bunch
and coke up and
yeah,
just
all
do
of
all
it,
the
right?
things.
Like let's just go do a bunch of shit that's fucking rad."
Yeah. Because what he's doing on air is not rad, except for hillbillies who. Okay. Anyway.
Sorry. I dangled that like a carrot. I apologize for that.
You know how much I love carrots.
Oh, man. Well, they're good for your eyesight. And how did the eye drops help? Everything
helping. I've got them right here. I appreciate you hooking a brother up.
You got it. Please make sure they find their way back.
No, I will, buddy.
Thank you.
Say no more.
They must be there at all times.
No, believe me.
He's got dry eye like Jennifer Aniston.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
and
do.
Jen. Well, now you have something to talk about with her if you guys ever meet up.
I'm not going to have plenty to say to her.
Have y'all ever seen or listened to any of the? It's Tom Segura, and then what's the other guy that just tells the stories with the shirt off all the time? Bert.
Oh, Bert. Yeah.
And they have the Two Bears podcast or something like that. Yeah, and they have a whole bit about it where they're talking about wanting to get Jennifer Aniston on their podcast. They're like, no, we'll just go to her house. And he's like, you can't just invite yourself to her house or whatever. He's like, yeah, it'll be fine. Like you just go, you just tell her like bring a dude like for protection, and they like realize what they're saying. They're like
this is fucking.
Okay, it's not exactly what it's
for your safety,
right?
To protect you from us.
For your safety, not ours. We're going to be fine.
Yeah. You ever do that thing where you start to like say something about like this happened to me the other day. We went and ate sushi for Derek's birthday, and all I was doing was trying to ask where my sushi roll was that hadn't showed up yet, because I had one and Amy had one that hadn't made it to the table yet. And I wasn't in any way trying to rush. It just was odd that all this other shit showed up at the same time, and then my fucking Bruce Lee roll hadn't made it, right? So
it's got real bits of Bruce Lee, so you know.
I
it's good.
said
60% of the time.
I go, well, yeah, I saw that Bruce Lee. Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't always come out at the same time, and I'm like, fuck, I feel like an idiot. Because I shouldn't have fucking said anything, right? Well, like 10 minutes go by and it's still not there. And so at this point, I'm starting to do that thing where I'm thinking, because you know how sushi is, right? It expands in your stomach. And like after you've had some, like if you wait, you can't get any more in there. Because all you're doing is shoving as much in there as you can.
Yeah, it's pricey, so you want the bang for your buck.
You got to get it all in there, right? And so I'm starting to do that thing where I'm thinking, I'll just tell her not to worry about it. And, because I'm full enough, right? And I don't know. We're probably going to go have some drinks. So fuck it. I'll just, whatever.
Yeah, I'll drink my dinner.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't drinking. I was driving, so I had a glass of wine or two, but I wasn't pounding shit yet.
Sure.
That was fucking later.
Yeah.
Eric. But I'm going to have to say one more time, I just go, listen, I'm just wondering about this Bruce Lee role. I am not trying to be a dick. I'm like,
I'm not trying to be like Jarrett with the ice machine.
No, yes, that's right. And I really said this. I go, I'm not trying to be a dick. I don't really, is it going to be here? And then I just completely stumbled on my fucking words and made zero sense.
And but she knew what you were saying.
But then at that exact same moment, they've set down one of yours.
Yes.
And then he just panics even more because food's obviously still coming.
Right.
And he's just like, okay. And then later she's like, again, sorry for the wait.
Yeah.
On that Bruce Lee role.
And I'm just like, shit, that's not what I meant.
No, she was really worried.
I really wasn't in any hurry to get this, man. Like, I just wanted to make sure that at one point it was coming.
She's like fucking celebrities.
Yeah.
She's on
fuck
BuzzFeed
no. I don't think that was
the
a thing at all. She's probably like, maybe you don't need it, fatty.
Yeah, here, why don't you shove this sushi roll
right up your ass?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come out quicker.
You only have to get half of it in there, and then the rest will
sucks it right up.
do it itself.
Right into there.
An easy way to eat a sushi
That's how your butt chug, too.
In and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
half
relax.
the beer just goes
just right in there. I like when the little nerdy guy is asking for the date.
That is
and those girls are being
brilliant
so stupid and fucking mean, and she just is like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just be the super hot girl that comes up and just basically gets pissed because he's, fucked me and left me.
I know it wouldn't have been her MO to do so. I just kind of wish, I think for comedic value, that it would have been funny if she kind of got a little dirtier about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know that doesn't make sense for the character,
right.
But it would have made sense for me to find it even funnier. But I think that this scene is one of the best.
Yeah, it's
he
really
is one of my favorite characters in the movie.
Really,
I think
really
he's
great.
perfectly cast. And just the thing that he does with his eyebrows, like in that opening scene that you first see, is just
And he doesn't look, I mean, he's a really attractive dude. Like, I looked up the cast or whatever, and like, he doesn't really look like that.
Nope.
I think you can make anyone look like a dip when you cut their bangs straight across.
Get a Malloy
That's
Christmas.
just, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Our youngest son currently has a mohawk, but when he's swimming, he has the Lloyd.
It's a little Lloydy.
He's got the Lloyd Christmas.
We had to cut it extra short because he used to have a mohawk. He wanted to cut off the back. We let it grow pretty long, and we're trying to match it up. And so the back was still kind of short. I didn't want it to be like way uneven, so I just went for it. And he does have bangs. Oops.
Sorry about your bangs. Yeah. Dork.
He even said like it looks weird like this. I'm like, that's why we're styling it.
Yep.
There's the little scene there where they have the little powwow in the room or whatever, and Viv and she get to be friends. We find out, hey, he didn't even get in to Harvard. He got
on the wait
waitlisted and Daddy called or whatever. That that's
Which
it's
sucks
funny
even
that-
worse because he's like telling her she's not smart enough to be there, and he really didn't even make it like she did.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then and then the other thing that's really funny here is the where she goes back to meet with Brooke or whatever, and she goes, "Hey, like, listen to me. Like the uniform. What you saw the uniform, right? There's no way we had an affair. You know what Delta knew would never have an affair with a guy cleaning in a thong."
Yeah, I just like to watch him clean the drain. Or whatever.
I just like to watch him clean the filters. Yeah, so good. And then the poor UPS man gets his nose broken by Stifler's mom. Ooh, Snap was all over the place.
It was.
Yeah, too much Snap. All right, we got a new feature in the show. I do not have a theme song for it yet. But as you guys know, last episode or two back, I'm not sure, we ended dueling trivia with Amy being the one and only champion.
Under protest.
And she will never... oh, shit. Nobody will ever be able to take that away from her because that bit has been retired. So
we have a trophy for you.
Thank you. Good job, Amy.
It's out there.
We need to like...
I've fallen for that before.
We just need to like hang up a slouchy shouldered gray shirt up in the ceiling.
Right. That's a funny idea.
What's that? If you don't know,
you don't
need to know.
If you all right, so this new bit is just it's a game they play on a lot of radio shows, a lot of places. 2 truths and 1 lie. Amy's going to tell us 3 things. 2 of them are true, 1 of them is a lie. We're going to vote to see who plays. Eric is going to play along, but they're going to alternate setting up the game. But the main players of this each and every week will be Sean, myself, and Casey.
You want to write down what we think the lie is individually, and then it's a competition, or you just think we ought to discuss and vote as a collective unit?
You have to say your vote before we just, and you can put out your thoughts on it if you'd like, but that might help somebody else.
I don't want to help you.
So,
so we're gonna,
but definitely, I think you should state your case in some way. I think it'll be pretty honest. But yes, we will go around the room and you will guess which one you think is the lie. So,
Alrighty.
Take it away, Amy.
Here we go. Number 1, Bruiser was played by 2 different dogs. Number 2, based on a true story. This whole movie was based on. And number 3, a 3rd movie is currently in the works, being written by
Okay. All right. Well, Sean, would you like to go first? Which one do you think is bullshit?
I think the dog is bullshit.
Okay. That was my first instinct. And then this being based on a true story, but this could be sort of loosely based on a true story. Man. I, too, am going to say that the dog is bullshit.
I also think it's the dog.
Okay, I have written down 1, the dog, but there's part of me that feels like this Mindy Kaling thing is oddly specific.
Yeah. But also kind of makes sense.
Makes sense, but that's what you would want someone to think if you were trying to trick them up.
Okay.
Because, I don't know if you guys know this, but Michelle from Full House was played by twins. That wasn't one actress.
Now, I did not know that.
Yeah. It's not Mary Kate Ashley Olsen, like all one name. That's 2 people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I had no idea. Well, that's funny. So the
I wonder what they're doing these days. Did they ever do anything after that?
Yeah, they did Ladybugs. No, not Ladybugs.
Oh.
One Night in
Manhattan.
Paris.
Muppets Take Manhattan.
They had a soccer movie.
They did have a soccer
They had a
movie.
Lost in New York.
They had a Halloween movie.
Remember all their little mysteries they had to go solve?
They were in One Night in Paris. I don't remember that. Was it when it was dark or something? Or
Well, they were holding the camera.
Okay,
so.
that makes sense. Yeah. Who knows?
I'm just going to go with my gut. I wrote down 1. I'm sticking with 1. It's the dog. It's gotta be
Interesting.
the
The
dog.
first time we played this, we all agree. So we're either all right or we're all wrong. Amy.
We're going to find out.
You're all right.
Yes!
All got it right. Wow.
Up your ass.
I thought the Mindy Kaling thing was perfectly specific.
I agree.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
If I'm just being totally honest, the first thing I ever do is I just go through the cast list and there's one dog listed.
Oh, also, real Bruiser. His name was Mooney. He died on March 10th, 2016, at the age of 18
This
years
just
old.
in, you guys. So, Mooney, if you're listening from
moment
heaven.
of silence.
And he lived with one of the Taco Bell dogs.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, little dog acting family.
That's probably why they recognized each other. Well, they didn't recognize each other.
Yeah.
The one on TV obviously wouldn't know. I don't know if you guys know how TV works, but they can't see you. Only you see them.
We didn't see their set. It could have
No,
been
no,
just
no.
a fake TV.
I get on Zoom all the time, and I can see the person. And
Yeah,
they
but
can
that's
see
different.
Me.
That's different than television.
No, it's
broadcast
the same thing.
television.
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's the
You're
same.
thinking of voice over IP.
This is what it's going to be like to explain shit to kids, like trying to explain
Yes.
to Everett when a song is on the radio.
My kids the other day turned on something, and it was Looney Tunes, and it started out with that dun 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 dun,
Yes.
and my whole body like lit up. I'm over there like doing dishes, and I went, "You guys don't know how it felt to
Yeah.
wake up on a Saturday morning." The only time cartoons were on, except for like those shitty Hanna-Barbera ones sometimes after school, which I didn't like to watch. But you don't know what it was like to miss them, and you'd missed the cartoons. You don't know what it was like to like get up and hear that theme song because cartoons just weren't on, and you didn't have 900 on-demand channels of anything you could watch. And there were only a certain number of cartoons anyway. They make millions of them now.
And,
Oh, yeah.
And when I was a kid,
a long time ago.
It was a longer time ago than that.
When you were watching Rawhide and
Rawhide. No. My brother did like Bonanza. And MASH. His favorite show is MASH. I fucking hated MASH.
I can't get into that. It's supposed to be the best TV show that ever existed.
You know what?
and
I
can't
think
get
watching
into
it now, we would probably think it was fun, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. All right, Sean. By the way, my favorite clip name here. Let's go to clip number 5.
Don't you? Last season,
Don't stomp your little last season Prada shoes at me, honey.
From last season. Emmett! He's gay! Enrique is gay!
What?
Warner, what kind of shoes are these?
The black ones.
See?
What are you talking about?
He's gay. He is a Brooks lover. He's making it up.
Wait, back up. How do you know that he's gay?
Gay men know designers. Straight men don't.
You know what? He did leave a share tape in the pool house one time.
While I appreciate your masterful legal theory, I have a murder trial to attend to.
So good. So great.
Yeah, this guy obviously loved the Pet Shop Boys, track lighting.
Just a
Italian
fucking
shoes.
the what's that called? The Mother Mary or whatever on the back of his shirt and shit.
Yeah.
We used to have a bowling for
La Madre de la Guadalupe.
I don't know. What is
Yeah,
that? The guy
sure.
standing on the hill in Brazil? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh,
no, Christ the Redeemer.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
God.
So anyway, this coming out of this, I think, is brilliant. It's funny just how minor of a character Luke Wilson is in this. It's like, I guess most everybody is except her.
Yeah,
Because she's in
Yeah.
fucking literally every scene in the whole movie. But
Is it going to get you every time, Sean?
wow. You know, he came out and he was just like, I only did that.
That
like
needs to be a button.
one time. Like he's
Oh,
like,
that would be a good button.
or I think maybe he says he never even said wow or something. Like it's like
wow.
But everybody just wow. It's
I
so
could
funny.
have swore I saw like a supercut on YouTube of him saying wow
Really?
Oh,
a
yeah.
million times.
okay. Well, then maybe that's it. Maybe he's a
Wow.
It's
fucking
over
liar.
and over again. Like Luke or Owen Wilson reacting to whatever.
Wow.
And
Wow.
who was the guy in Grand Budapest Hotel? Ed Norton. Doesn't he do a really good Owen Wilson wow impersonation in
I'm
something?
sure.
I don't know. Someone write into the show and tell us.
Very
if,
good.
If Ed
Hey,
Norton,
Edward Norton, right into the show.
Yeah.
and tell us if
please.
you do a good
Yeah.
Owen Wilson wow impersonation.
Yeah, right
We don't
in
want to hear
your
anything else from you. Just
Yeah.
let us know.
right in your impersonation.
And then I'll read it.
Yeah.
The line
That'd
of
be great.
questioning
It
is,
was just okay.
how long have you been sleeping with her? 8 months. And your boyfriend's name is Chuck.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No, he's a friend.
Chucky's just a friend.
You bitch.
Storms out.
So great. So great. Well, and then we go to Creepy Town. He compliments her on her intuition. He compliments her on, her drive and her confidence in herself. He says, you're smart. Thought about what you're going to do in the summer.
Got a grade A ass on you.
And then how far will Elle go?
All the way to the bottom of my penis.
Thanks, dude. I didn't even have that queued up.
That's really good.
Way to
That
go.
sounded just like
Sounded
it.
just like you.
Just like me.
You do such a good impression of your bits.
My drops.
Of your bits.
Well, Vivian thinks that she did it, which of course I never understand this whole thing where I've discussed this on the show, right? Like nobody ever in this situation actually lets the person walk away. You stick your arm in the elevator and you go, whoa, no, hold on. I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah.
He just tried to grab my vagina.
Yeah, and you're a fellow woman in the same type of environment. It could have happened to you.
And you're the one that brought up that he's sexist already and gets girls to get his plum sauce.
And I've said it many times on the show before to basically crickets from the rest of the cast.
Right.
But we need to listen to women when they say
You're the worst.
these things. Yeah. I don't understand.
Wait, which things? Whenever they call other women sluts for being assaulted?
I like that. I mean,
sluts. I can't do Beavis.
What about Butthead?
Beavis.
Nachos. I can't really.
That was good. The little lisp at the
Yeah.
end,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, that's what it sells.
Put it over the top like Stallone.
Shut up, Beavis. It's not the easiest.
This is an itch, not a pick. So y'all just.
Oh yeah, totally.
chill.
That's
Get
fine.
in there.
Just-
Get in
No,
there.
I don't need to get in there. It's just right on the edge.
Well, she decides she's going to be like LL Cool J and go back to Cali. You know, she's going back to Cali.
Oh no,
Cali.
We gotta.
Cali. She's going.
Y'all been
back
winning
to Cali.
Sean over this show. It's fucking good.
I feel like we're nailing it.
Finally,
Sean
it took us 5 years to figure out what Sean thinks is funny.
LL Cool J jokes.
And wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, that's a good one.
So good, man. All right, and then so you know what? And I always is this a trope? No, it can't be a trope. But like I like how this is basically this movie is Harry Potter. That's what this is. It's summed up where
it's magic.
You think that the one professor's the worst, but at the end she goes, "You're gonna let one little prick like that ruin your life." That's exactly what happens with the Snape.
Wasn't this bitch in Harry Potter?
It does look like her, but that's not her.
It's not Professor McGonagall.
No.
McGonagall.
Gonna go where?
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
God damn it. We're losing it. Okay, Callahan, you're fired. I've got new representation.
And she kills it.
She does. And actually, it's funny. When she's asked her if she washes her hair, I already knew where this was going.
The light bulb
because I
goes on.
Used to get a body wave.
A perm.
Back in the day.
A body wave is a dance move, I'm pretty sure.
Man.
That full body wave.
Yeah, it makes you want to buy a car.
I will tell you this. One time I got a perm and I got it all over. It's probably in about
all over
6th grade.
Even
so
your
yeah,
pubes made them curly.
I didn't have pubes yet, but
yours really aren't curly.
No, they're straight. Yeah.
Mine are pretty straight.
Yeah, they're straight. Yeah,
it was that flat iron incident.
Yeah,
never came back.
I did a Brazilian blowout.
It's like they're scarred.
They're just singed and shit. But I got a perm and they did it like super super tight, so like I look like Justin Timberlake, you know. And I went to skating.
Ramen head.
Went to the skating rink and everybody made fun of me, and I was just absolutely fucking devastated. Like fucking stayed away from everybody and shit. So I did, but they kept saying, "Yeah, it'll loosen up," you know, because it was supposed to just have some wave to it. That was the thing. But they gave me like, so I did the thing where I washed it out or whatever.
You washed out the aluminum triglycerate.
Yeah.
Thiglycolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Anyway, so I did that, and it still looked pretty bad. Remember, just though, I think we talked about like going to school with a new haircut and shit. Like there's just pressure to it, you know. Back then, like because they'd just be, "Oh, fucking nice fucking haircut" or whatever, and you're just like,
"Nice haircut."
Yeah, what are you doing? Getting a haircut?
Big haircut.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Haircut dork.
Or like
haircut having
wearing
haircut
new
ass.
shoes for the first time and you're all stoked. And then like some 6th grader, you know, when you're in the 3rd grade, like says some fucked up shit about him and you never wear them again.
Oh, I was going to get shoes like that, but I got the wrong Happy Meal.
That's fucking
I
great.
got that one time.
Oh,
and it was
fuck that.
I mean, to be fair, they looked like Reeboks, but they were fastbacks.
Okay.
From like Beals or something.
Bells.
Whatever.
Beals. Yeah.
So, I mean, he was right, but still, I didn't need everybody knowing that I spent $7 on a pair of tennis shoes, or my parents.
I think it's important for us to know that Kurt Fletcher shaved OJ into his head while he was on trial.
I didn't know Kurt Fletcher went to trial. I mean,
it's a bold move, Cotton.
Roadhouse.
All right, so anyway, she of course, like every court case in the world ends like this. You get so frustrated, you just admit to guilt.
Yeah, blurt it out.
And that's that. So case dismissed. Like that's how it works too. That's not how any of this works.
And there would still be a lot of procedural stuff to get the case dismissed.
He would still have to go to the jury.
Yeah,
because she's charged. Because she's charged. The judge could throw it out. It would never fucking happen. You would still, because they would be arguing that this witness is on drugs or they the bogabaga, you know, whatever.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
This is
drugs
where
and being on drugs, really.
This is where Warner calls her Pooh Bear again. And I fucking
Jarrett was done with this
I
man.
wanted to fucking throw everything in my reach at the television. I was fucking so pissed off.
He's the worst character in a movie since Hitler.
Was he in some movies?
Is that right?
Well, the character Hitler was in a movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeff Hitler.
Oh, yeah.
Adolf's brother, who had the chance to kill
Right.
him as a small child,
Yeah.
didn't.
Right.
And
Eat him in the
then
womb.
you
Yeah.
see what happens. That was
Well,
in
Then he had a
Schindler's
failed.
List
Then he had a
2.
failed movie career.
Well, he was
Yes.
dyslexic.
Jeff Hitler.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Is that still a last name?
I'm pretty sure they changed it to like Hillier or
Yeah. I
Ooh,
think
weird.
You're right.
I know a Hillier. Fucking weird.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Ask him
no
if his
way,
last name
right?
was
I
really
mean, I don't
Hitler.
know. Do people still?
Like, there are a bunch of
You know.
Stalins running around, or like.
No, I don't. There are people
No,
who
they really
do.
didn't get very far.
Yeah, exactly. They just kept, they just dawdle all the time. Those fuckers, man. They just they can't get anything done. It just seems like they're always trying to put everything off.
But they really love breathable cotton fashion made of one specific type of material.
Right? I don't know. Raytheon? I don't know what you're talking about.
Raytheon?
No. I was trying to think of what's
Linen?
The one, what's the one that starts with the R? I used to have a few shirts like that made out of that shit.
Rayon.
Rayon. That's what it was.
Crayons.
Rayon. We had the
On your wedding
conversation with it's like rayon on your wedding day. We had the conversation the other day with Everett about, he goes, why do some people call crayons? And we
Because
just
those
told him,
people are hillbillies.
yeah, we just told him you should beat the shit out of those kids, son. No.
It's a good lesson to learn early on. And actually, Jarrett, you're the one who kind of told me about this when I was, talking about some things going on with Eller. And you were like, I think it's important to teach kids that people who are different than them deserve to be made fun of and beat up. And I really do appreciate that. Like hearing that from someone like you, kind of who had experience with older
Right.
kids, and yours are a little more grown than mine.
Right.
It really helped out. So thank you for taking
You are
that
very, very welcome.
stand.
Very, very welcome. Let's end this, Sean.
On our very first day at Harvard, a very wise professor quoted Aristotle. The law is reason free from passion. Well, no offense to Aristotle, but in my 3 years at Harvard, I have come to find that passion is a key ingredient to the study and practice of law and of life. It is with passion, courage of conviction, and strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world, remembering that first impressions are not always correct. You must always have faith in people. And most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations, class of 2004. We did it!
Did we talk about Selma Blair's like fucked up MS situation?
Oh, no, we have not.
So the girl that plays Vivian,
Mm-hmm.
Selma Blair, she has like horrible MS and like she kind of nobody heard from her for a long time.
Yeah.
And then she kind of came out publicly and she's got like a bunch of like speech delays and like
She was being like overly emotional and stuff.
What?
Oh, MS, not PMS.
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, just real crampy. It's crazy. Like
we
I
get
was
it.
really surprised by that.
Yeah, and I don't know at this point, I don't know if she can walk. I know at that point when she came out and talked to everybody about this MS diagnosis, she was walking with a cane. And like you said, she had very delayed speech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Man.
It's really sad.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
that
she?
sucks.
And she's got 2 young kids, I think. At least one for sure, but they're young.
Very sad. That sucks. I hate that for her. And
Who are we talking about?
Selma Blair.
Okay, just making sure. You're over there kind of.
What?
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
It
You
was a
just kinda-
test.
I'm looking at photos of her trying to figure out if I know her from anything else.
Cruel
I
Intentions.
She was on
Oh, yeah.
Cruel Intentions.
But I've never seen that.
The Sweetest Thing. That was a
Never seen that either.
popular
But
one.
they kind of dumbed her down in this movie. She fine.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's something else. All right. So I think that's about it, guys. I mean, I thought that this was I do want to say this today. Sean came in. He said, "Did you get the gift that I sent you?" And I said,
and can we preface this by just saying when Sean has a thing that he wants to surprise you with,
everything's a surprise.
It becomes a lot more of a thing maybe than it would for some other people. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I just think it's important for the story to know that when Sean's got a surprise for you, he's a giggling schoolgirl
and he can't
until
wait.
It happens.
Can't fucking wait. And he likes to surprise people. It's something he always he's
best.
surprised us with a lot of fun.
He gave me my birthday present in April.
Yeah.
And my birthday's in August because he just couldn't wait.
Okay. So today he comes in, he goes, "Did you get that gift I sent?" And I said, "No." I'm like, what would it have been? He said, "Well, it's Amazon. I saw the packages of." Well, everything in our house comes from Amazon, like all of our paper goods and all that shit. And so there's just constantly a stack of stuff up there that needs to be gone through. Dog food and soap and all of that shit, right?
Random shit I order.
Indigenous tribes.
It being shipped here via Amazon. And so I said, "Yeah, I don't know, man. I hadn't seen it." So I text Casey. I text Casey like, "Hey, take a look around for this package. It looks like this. It's one of these envelopes. See if you see it. It's got something in it." "Well, what is it?" "I don't know. Sean sent me something. I don't know what it is." He can't tell me what it is. Now, in the meantime, he had sent photos to you guys to show you guys what it was. You guys knew what it was, or at least to Amy, just to Amy. Now, we're sitting here, and he goes, "Yeah, I can't." And Casey goes, "Well, what is it?" Maybe I opened it up, and then I'm thinking to myself, what odd thing is showing up? Because this does happen. Like odd shit just shows up at the house.
Pencil had to have shown up in an Amazon thing.
Yeah.
That if you're not thinking about it, why?
I didn't know what the fuck that was. Yeah, it just, a funny thing that my wife did for you, right?
Right.
So I say, what is it? Then I go, "Oh, wait a minute. Was it little hands?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's little hands." And I'm like, "Man, that's fucking weird," because here's what happened. We were in Five Below, and Everett got a set of those little hands for Amy because he thought that she would think it was funny, right? He doesn't know this, and she played it perfect, but I didn't know either. I didn't remember. But then Casey said, "She's already got those." And I go, "Well, he wants to give them to her, so we'll go ahead and give them to her, right?" So we already had these little hands being passed around here.
And Amy got double.
And Amy got double little hands.
I got 4 tiny hands.
And then fucking a box of tiny hands just shows up at the house.
And I'm like, "Did you order more fucking little hands?"
I go,
he's like, "No."
We're on a subscription service.
And I'm in the middle.
Once a month.
I'm in the middle of something, right? I've been dealing with some computer and phone shit, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table, and I'm like, she's like, "You ordered more." And to me, it really was not even a thought.
He didn't even entertain it. He just went, "I don't know what the fuck that is," and just moved on. And our life is so random that
that's fine.
And just not even investigating this new fucking box of tiny hands.
She's just like, "Okay, well, I guess we have a collection of tiny hands now," or whatever. And that's the end of and
Sean's just gonna be sitting tiny hands to our houses, just randomly till the end of time.
At that point, that's been filed. I didn't think I would ever think about those things again unless I was having to pick them up off the floor or whatever.
It didn't make any sense. And we were like, it made such little sense that we just pretended it didn't happen.
Yeah, we'll just
that's
file
fucking
those
weirder
over there,
than
right?
anything because you didn't even get the first set off Amazon. You got them at Five Below,
That's
the
right.
second set technically.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's not like you double ordered them. Like the fact that they showed up and we just went, okay.
Yeah. Well, and I wasn't even thinking to be honest, I didn't go through the whole scenario of well, we got the first ones at Five Below. I
did. I thought it was weird. They were in a box. They were totally different than the other packaging.
Well, and also when he walked in and, "Hey, you guys have this package. I need it. It's a surprise." And then he looks over at me and just whispers
"Oh my god,
I'm like, what do you mean?" And he goes, "Kristen, wait." I was like, oh, yeah.
And you're
sweet,
like, oh my
cool.
God, more fucking
And then he turns around and I'm like, fuck. There's so many tiny
There's
hands.
just tiny hands
and
everywhere.
he doesn't know about the tiny
It just
hands.
makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
my God. So
anyway,
good.
we have the tiny hands now, and completely unrelated.
I think that anytime
you just went to Five Below.
The kids had these gift cards from Christmas, and I was finally like, well, just get the kids out of the house and go do something. Let's go to Five Below and let them pick out some bullshit. And Eller picks up a little package of tiny hands. And I am certain he's never seen the Kristen Wiig thing.
Sure.
And we get in the car, and he needs help opening them. So, of course, I open them, and then I pull my sleeves down, and I'm holding it, and I'm going, I wonder what we could have for dinner. Scratching my head and clapping, and the kids are all loving it. Like, it's the best thing. And if we hadn't cleaned the car out before going to Broken Bow, I guarantee you at least one of them would still be in the car downstairs. Out of nowhere.
Now I feel like everyone on the cast needs their own tiny hand.
I just feel like, I guess me and Sean are the only ones that don't have a set now.
Yeah.
Well, you've got 2 sets.
Well, I can share.
Yeah.
I'll lend a hand.
I think that should be like
funny.
that should be like whenever like anybody pisses you off, you should just send more tiny hands to their house.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's a very thoughtful gift, and I think something too, like just that whole tale of the tiny hands is worth you fucking sending it, and they're not even in here.
And if you use them to masturbate,
you go to prison. I think
you have to use both.
it looks.
Yeah, it looks massive.
No, medium size,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
for me, that's
Well,
a market improvement, ipso facto.
I really love this movie. It's funny to think that I really had never seen this. Now that I've started to think about it, 2001, I definitely was not seeing any movies.
yeah, you like laughed out loud several times.
I did. Yeah, I laughed out loud, wanted to punch the guy during the Pooh Bear shit. Thought it was really, really fucking great. Yeah, so good pick. Eric.
This movie and Shawshank Redemption are probably the only 2 movies that if I am not looking for something specific on TV and I come across it, I just turn it on, and wherever it starts, I'm in. I love this movie. I think it's so good. And I would say that if we were on the Newlywed Game, Kelsey would probably, if they said, what movie has your partner seen more than any other in his life? I bet you she would say Legally Blonde, because it's that much of a thing around the house. It's like, oh, Legally Blonde's on again. Imagine that.
Just leave it on.
I love it. I think it's really well done. I think it's entertaining. I think the acting is good. I think it's all really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Casey?
I love this movie. It's a classic.
This your pick? Who picked this?
Eric.
Okay, good one. Amy?
I love this movie too, and I'm pretty sure that I have seen this movie more than any other movie ever.
Interesting.
Because it was my first DVD.
All right.
So when I had a TV in my room, I didn't get a TV until I was like a junior in high school, and then I got my DVD player, and that was always
just
on.
had
we
it
didn't
on
have
rotation.
Cable,
Sure.
so I only watched DVDs. This one was the first one. I mean, I would wake up to the theme song on the menu.
Yeah.
It's
what a great theme song,
movie.
by the way.
Yeah.
That is such a great. Now that's like a Breezes commercial now, right? Or something. It's some sort of vacation resort commercial.
I don't know. If I hear that song, I think of this movie.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be a good Bowling for Soup cover. That song. I was thinking about that today.
Write that down, Sean.
Yep, we'll do that. Jonathan.
Like I said earlier, I dug it.
Yeah,
it just took a little bit to get in there, but
yeah, we should have a bell we could ring when all 5 of us like a movie.
Categories.
Yeah.
Get a bell.
Categories.
wait, we had a bell. Where'd it go?
Oh, Everett accidentally broke it. We don't bring it up.
He's done.
Yeah, we don't bring it up. He really did feel very guilty, but he comes in here and he sees just the random shit sitting on my desk, which these little goats sit here even when I'm working. But usually I'm sitting where you sit or whatever, move my table over there, and he'll come in and be like, "So I've told you this before.
What's the deal with these?
Yeah, so you gonna, So do you think you still need this? You know, he'll be like, "Do you still need this for your podcast? You know?
Maybe I could take this into my room.
Maybe I can screaming up, shut the door. Maybe just." But yeah, he broke it. He felt very, very bad about it, and so I didn't make too big of a deal about it. We should order one of those,
or just get a sound clip for your iPad.
Well, that's true.
Ding, ding,
We could
ding,
just
ding,
have
ding,
the
Price is Right sad trombone, or
yeah, that'd be fun.
Not gonna talk to me like that in my bar.
All right, here we go. Let's check the email box.
Email us.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Hey guys, love listening to the show. The first 3 I watched with my dad when I was growing up. Am I missing a sentence in here? It seems okay. Anyway, all right, let me just start. I'll just read it as is. Hey guys, love listening to the show. The first 3 I watched with my dad when I was growing up, haven't rewatched them since then. The 4th one was right after I graduated high school, and let me tell you, those men are fine. The only reason to watch it. The last one is a good coming of age movie that I just enjoy watching. I tried to research and make sure I didn't miss an episode that you had done these already. Sorry if I did miss it. Here are my suggestions. Oh, okay. So all right, so I'm going to give you a list of suggestions. The first 3 watched with the dad. The 4th one was right after high school. The last one is coming. Real Men from 1987 with Jim Belushi and the late John Ritter. Feds, the 1988 film with a young Rebecca De Mornay. From 1988, A Fish Called Wanda.
Great movie.
The one that was after the graduation where the guys are fine is The Big Hit from 1998 with Antonio Sabato Jr., Lou Diamond Phillips, and Mark Wahlberg.
Never seen that.
He's so hot. And the last one is Secondhand Lions from 2003. Keep up the show from Ray Lineberry.
Thanks, Ray. I really enjoyed that movie, The Feds, or whatever, Rebecca De Mornay. That was a good one. And then Fish Called Wanda. Great one, but great suggestions. We'll put them in the fan suggestion box.
I liked The Fish Called Mr. Limpet.
That's a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, next up. Hey, guys, I had such a great past couple of weeks in my life. You guys really gotten me through some rough patches in my life, so I want to try and repay it. You know, pay it forward. So here we go. So I went to the doctor today, and he said that my DNA is backwards. And I said, and?
Yes.
Roadhouse.
Was really the delivery that
yeah,
made
no,
that
that
one
was good.
You know what the worst time to have a heart attack is? During a game of charades.
Yeah. Good one. Yeah. Oh, I see. I like it.
It's the big one. You know what the problem with the world is? They don't laugh at health jokes anymore. They're suffering from an irony deficiency.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. All right.
Boy, in like a lion, out like a lamb.
Yeah, I like it. I really did like the DNA one.
That one was good. It got a little worse and then a lot worse. Love you guys. Keep it up. From Jason Cordova.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks for writing in. People send us jokes. I love that. That's a great way to end the show.
Who doesn't love jokes? Yeah, send us jokes, people.
Yeah, send us some jokes.
And we'll ring a gong if all 5 of us laugh at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it on.
Ring a gong.
Ring a gong.
T-Rex. Nice. All right. Last but not least, Jarrett Goes to the Movies gang. My name is Ricky, but everyone calls me Drama based on who my uncle is. And the fact that the real Johnny Drama on Entourage is played by Kevin Dillon, brother of Matt Dillon. Anyways, I love the show and I love what you guys bring to the table in this podcast. The weekly banter and some good movies are good. Other are shite. So back to my story. The creator of Entourage, along with Kevin Dillon and Kevin Conley, host a weekly podcast going over all the episodes. It's pretty neat. Is this guy like just pimping his podcast? It's been out since like mid 2020, I think. Anyway, if you know the show Entourage, one of Dillon's infamous lines is victory. In the beginning of each episode, he yells that phrase as he's opening a beer. Mm-hmm. Then Connolly will say Irish crickets. They never explained what Irish crickets were until recently. Anyone have a guess?
Irish crickets? You yell it?
He says it.
Okay. Drunk or fighting? I don't know.
About being quiet?
It's the noise from opening a beer.
Okay. All right.
Like what Jarrett and Eric do, but you guys have the jingle associated with it. Now, I did some thinking and realized Casey drinks a lot of champagne on the show. The cheap stuff, you know, because Jarrett swears they're not rich. It was a joke, not a stab, guys. Well, anywho, Casey's popping another bottle could be called French crickets. Anyways, I love the show, guys, and I love Entourage. Maybe you guys could review the Entourage movie, but it might not make sense if you guys don't or haven't seen the show Entourage. It's one of HBO's biggest shows, and there is a little talk about the show coming back as a reboot. Love you all, and Amy is hot. Ricky, aka Drama. Victory.
So who is his uncle?
Wait. What's the show called?
Entourage.
Entourage. It's one of HBO's biggest shows.
Did you guys watch it?
I did. I watched the first 2 seasons.
I like that show.
Yeah, it was good.
Wait, who is his uncle? He's one of the creators?
Drama. He just says his name is Ricky.
Oh, he says that his uncle...
Is it Uncle Ricky from Napoleon Dynamite?
My name is Ricky, but everyone
Oh.
calls me Drama based on who my uncle is. And the fact that the real Johnny Drama on Entourage is played by Kevin Dillon.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought we were
that really
going
doesn't
down
give us any hints.
a Dylan hole.
Yeah, is Kevin Dillon. Is Kevin Dillon his uncle?
No.
Now we got to know.
Yeah.
He doesn't give his last name, so
All right, well,
we don't know.
Write us back and tell us what the fuck's
Who the
going
fuck's
on.
your uncle?
Is that our text message, or do you have a text message coming?
That was it. There were 3
That's it?
things listed here.
All right, Eric, how can people connect with us?
On our website, JarrettGoesToTheMovies.com. On Facebook, there's a couple of ways to connect with us. The Jarrett Goes to the Movies page and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page, run and brought to life by fans like you. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. You want to smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. Patreon. That's how you can join the winning team. Support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, jarrettgoestothemovies@gmail.com. And you can text us or you can leave us a voicemail. The number is the same either way. 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Back to you, Jarrett.
Thank you for sharing. Please make sure whenever you share our posts about our episodes that are coming, please make sure that you make that public on Facebook. Also, we would love it if you would share them on Instagram. We don't really have the same way of being able to tell who has shared them or whatever, but sharing our Instagram posts, especially when we have new episodes out, is absolutely huge. That's how we can get to the people that are actually following us, because each post is only seen by 10% of the people that follow us on Instagram. However, if you share, then it opens up to more people. I realize that's confusing. Just share the shit. I appreciate it. This has been great fun. I am excited for you guys to hear the next one we've got. It's going to be a great one. And until then, we will see you down the road.
And thanks for sharing, Fiona Freeman.
That's right. Joey Bishop, Chris Pulse, Simon Rogers, Barry Ferguson, David Kendrick, Ben Coleman, William Phelps, Marcus J. Pina, Derek Patterson, and Bill Fold. That is so funny that Bill Fold is on here, because I was just thinking about that today, about how like my grandma used to call a wallet a Bill Fold.
What an old word.
Yeah, it's
that's like
such a-
Davenport.
Yeah, exactly.
For my parents or my grandparents, the couch was a divan.
Yeah,
Go sit
divan.
on the divan.
That's a thing, divan.
What?
Can I say see you down the road now? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll see you down the road.